Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stadium game. So, in this game, I try out so many different things. Like, I don't want to say full builds, but like, in each round, we try some different things to normal. Things which maybe we explored when Stadium first came out. And some of them work quite well. Some of them really do not work well. Also, this is a game where we're against probably the only good Wu Yang player in Stadium. At least that I've seen. I'm sure there's others out there, but this player's very irritating to play against on Wu Yang, which I don't normally encounter. Normally it's like, okay, they provide some healing and give an ultimate to a Doomfist, but this one just hits those regular shots like crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go for a chain grass build. We're up against Juno and Freya. That's pretty much the only reason why. I do like playing against the Juno when you're playing Moira, because you can just get shield buster, and at least one of their supports you're always going to do that bonus attack speed, which translates to bonus damage. We're also getting Xayah, so yeah, there's more shields there, and yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I prefer orb builds against Xayah, but chain grasp also works. So we're also against an Ashe. Cool. On our team, we've got D.Va, Freya, Genji, and we've got a Brig, which, you know, is not too bad of a build, too bad of a team composition even. So Juno's not gone for a missile build. This is where I wanted to check, because they're saying that their Xayah is good. I wanted to see if they're in a group. Right, so on to round one. D.Va versus Xayah is okay. I'm over trying to tell D.Vas to buy the damage reduction to beam weapons. They just never seem to listen. It's not like reflex coating. That's the one which we still tell our team to always buy if we're against the Doomfist. We have to fade those shots. The Wu Yang shots come in. Yeah, this player makes me want to try and play Wu Yang. Like, I don't have any experience playing him though in ranked or stadium, so it's one which would take a bit of time. So our team take the mid fight, eliminate the Xayah there at the end as well, which is nice. I believe we also took Stratosphere as our, I want to call it a survival item. It is in weapon category, but if it gives 25 health, I consider it survival. So we took that. Even, I mean, it's obviously good against the flyers, but I'm starting to like that item against anybody. That little slow that it hits, that little extra damage, really, really helpful. And players always get like bounced up into the air or jump off of some high ground or something. So you always trigger that effect. It's just a bit more active than, say, just buying armorers. Right, Coalescence in the back line, trying to take down the Ashe, which we do manage to do so. Juno very weak. Get some healing over onto the Genji as well. Ooh. Okay, Juno eliminated. Can we get the Freya at the back as well? We've got Chain Grasp going over onto the bubble. Just the Xayah, but we've got to worry about those annoying spawn turrets. So we don't get the Xayah, but it looks like we're going to get the round. A Grav could come in, but hopefully our D.Va's ready for that. I don't think she'll have it yet, actually. She does just about have it. Doesn't get to the point in time. So, pretty easy, well-controlled first round. We don't get particularly rich from it, just because the round didn't go on long enough. That's not too bad, but the thing about Moira is she's very item dependent. So you want the first rounds to be long and just an absolute grind. We also took Ballistic Buffer, by the way, and Weapon Grease, just in case you wanted to know the full items. A bit late, but better late than never. So Weapon Jammer would be nice, but it's whether or not we want to get Shield Buster like as early as possible. I think that's probably the better option. So we're sticking with the Chain Grasp kind of build right now. Advanced Antibiotics I've gone a bit out of favor with recently. I kind of want some health items normally, but in this case we'll just get the standard 2 blues, get Armored Vest as well. We'll keep Stratosphere, we've got Ballistic Buffer and Weapon Grease. There is option to go even more survival here. Ooh, the Frenzy Amplifier risks. So there's no clones, obviously, because there's no Kiriko. But we seem to kind of roll that round. And now that we've got Shield Buster, we're hoping, hey, look, maybe we can just completely decimate them.
3, 2,
Frenzy Amplifier over Weapon Grease is not normally a good choice. In fact, it's just not a good choice. But to have that movement speed to be able to catch players up as well, every time you get an elimination. It's a snowball item. I mean, that's obvious from the description. You'll watch those Wu Yang shots as well. Alright, going to the mid-fight. We do hear footsteps just to the side of us. But we can't get in range here. Okay, we trigger that right Frenzy Amplifier. It's only 3 seconds. Get a bit of damage over onto the Ashe. Gets taken down. We get an elimination for that Frenzy Amplifier as well. Triggered here. We're trying to take down the supports here. Xayah goes down because we've got both of the supports busy. So one of the things about supports peeling for supports, you see them do it all the time and it's like, oh, well, you survive. But 9 times out of 10, the tank just dies. That's why, in my opinion, one of the better things to do when you're fighting, when your support partner's under pressure, is to do minimal support. You know, provide them with, if you've got utility on your character, a bit of that, a little bit of healing, and then you need to go and look at the rest of your team. It's all good, your support's staying alive, but if they're the only ones alive, that's never going to work out. So, enemy team win that fight so we don't just immediately snowball it. We might be able to get back out to the point if we get some kills here. Wu Yang taken down with Chain Grasp. Players low, we've nearly got Coalescence. We can use it at this stage. Not choosing to yet. Yeah, there's Chain Grasp out there. We're a bit worried about a grab here. Well, there you go. We're a bit worried about that one. This does mean we don't get to use our ult, but if we had have used it, we would have got immediately grabbed. So, wanted to see if we could save that, and then if it's not us stuck in the grab, we'd be able to use it for healing. Brig uses Rally. I'm not sure that's a good time to use the ult, though. Yeah, I understand why, you know, players push you. You might be able to get an elimination or something and then at least trade. But it does mean that we are down Rally going into this fight, which would be very valuable. I'm not going to blame them, though. Use our Coalescence for some health regen before the fight. Remember, Coalescence is a very long ult. Juno ult comes in as well. Let's see if we can get like a little flank there. Shield Buster over onto the Juno. She's getting a bit low. There's a Wu Yang ult out there as well. Ashe. Well, there's the Wu Yang. Okay, so this is not looking very good for us this round. Genji's on 800 damage. But again, it's quite a short round. This isn't particularly good for our build. 23,000, you know, we've earned quite a bit more than the other players in the game. Or at least the enemy support is what I was looking at. Enemy team got a nice 5k cash lead.
We're picking up speed with a payload race.
So, what are we going to do now?
It's time for the teams to
This is where it gets interesting. So, I am going to spoil it a little bit. Later on, I pick up Destruction's Divide. I've been trying to build some sort of ultimate build for quite a while. It's just been really tricky to find like the right team composition to go against. Like most of the time I'm up against a Doomfist and I'm not going to build Destruction's Divide and an ultimate comp when we can just get punched out of it. So an item which I've been really liking recently is Vanadium. I was always buying that when I first started Stadium, and I'd start off the rounds with Ethereal Excision. But recently, just having that 100 extra life, ignoring all the other stats, you get 50 to start off with, which is great. But having that 100 as soon as it kicks in allows us to pick up items that don't like give us health, and that's awesome because you can get things like Aftermarket Firing Pin and not feel too bad. So yeah, we're also picking up the gadget. I say the gadget, I mean there's 2 that I really like with Moira. Actually there's a few more, but field support is very good if you have to stand there and take a bit of damage and grasp players. So we should be quite a bit more tanky now. We're hoping to survive and we're not stacking loads of damage. We rely on Shield Buster a lot to do the heavy lifting there. Yeah, we're inside the gadget right now. Between Xayah really doesn't hurt us that much. Get a flank on up top. Oh, there's so many players there. Juno getting a bit low. hits us with a missile, but she's not on a missile build. Got to get out. No. I don't know if we missed the fade. We're in our gadget, but yeah, there's too many players there. That's unlucky as we went to fade. We couldn't get out the doorway. Still pushing the enemy team back a little bit. Okay. Ah, tank's very low. Looking to see if I should bounce the orb off of the sign there. Ah, D.Va's done. Okay. Can we chase down the target instead? Okay, nice of Juno there to get out of the orb. Okay, we're gonna need our gadget here. We've got a Mega in here as well. Heal orb bounce as well. Damage over onto the Ash. Oh, that's unfortunate. The Juno's there as well. Okay, can we get back into that run? That's the target. No, the heal orb bounce missed as well. We've got our ultimate though. Oh no, actually the heal orb did manage to stay inside there. Okay, we've got our ult, but against the grab that's not going to work. Look for a flat bounce orb. Zarya's taken down. We just about survive. Oh, the spawn turret. We're not paying attention to it. Wu Yang. We've got to try and dodge those shots. Okay. Right. That worked out when it probably shouldn't have done. Yeah, I think if we didn't bounce that heal orb then, like look for the wall to bounce it on, we would have just been done in that grab. Okay, either way, we've got to fade out of this one. Still got our ultimate, but we do have Vanadium, so we don't really want to use it. Oh, damage over onto the Freya and the Juno. Juno getting very low. Take her down. Freya hasn't even seen us yet. Surely she's going down as well. There we go. Push over onto the Ash. They do have the Wu Yang with them as well, though. So yeah, you probably won't have noticed much effect from this Wu Yang that I basically said was awesome at the start of the game. But trust me, the amount of respect that I'm showing them right now by not hard engaging too much, and I'm fading a lot of shots. Normally I just wouldn't. Okay, if we're going to get the jump on them here though, we should be okay. Oh, gadget drop down there. We're out of bob range. Double bubble from the Zarya over onto the players that we were attacking. But Freya's here's another bubble. Zarya is so annoying. Cross orbital orb fired over towards them while healing orb went to the team. Gonna fade that. Can we get no? The amount of healing that just came in. At least we get the ult out of them, but it's a Freya ult, so it's not particularly strong. Okay, our team take the round. 2-1. We've almost equalized the cash. We're still a little bit behind. Good money though. I mean, look at my team's just not earning. I know more. Look, I know that Moira gets MVP a lot, if not most of the time. I know that because of her activity, her cash generation is really bad, by the way, but because she puts out big numbers, just, you know, AoE healing, damage, she generates quite a lot of cash. But the team still aren't earning much money, like, regardless of what we earn. And that's a bit worrying. I'm trying to think of their scaling as well. Right, item-wise, look what we're taking. Weapon jammer, Vanadium, field support, wrist wraps. So we're kind of building into this attack speed with a bit of ability power in there as well. It's still kind of standard, but there are some other options here. Phantasmic Flux instead of Weapon Jammer. So they don't really have any attack speed if we look. You've got Zarya on 10%, that's it. Phantasmic Flux is going to give us a bit more ability power to work with our cross orbital. It still gives us some weapon power for Chain Grasp and then obviously a bit more survival. So we should be pretty tanky and we should be able to take quite a few hits here. We have 375 life at the moment. I'll go to 425 when we get our ultimate. And then that can get us up to 525 with the overhealth from Phantasmic Flux. Plus we've got the gadget as well. This is quite a tanky Moira build. Yeah, Genji does take out the Freya. But Freya takes out the Freya. So we're still in a good position. So try and respect the Wu Yang, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've gone so tanky. Oh, Juno taken down. This damage, those damage spikes hurt. I faded with like 140 health, and I think the next shot would have still killed me. Right, it's those triple water orbs or whatever they're called. Right, pressure over onto the Xayah, but Juno's just shown up there, trying to rely on Shield Buster a bit there. Fade up top. I tell you what though, the next round, we try something. Try something we haven't tried in quite a while. I wonder if you guys can guess what it is. Right, Ashe, we heard the shot. Surprise! Yeah, no chance of surviving that one. Not alone. Freya, though, forces out our fade. Juno hasn't seen us. Bounce the heal orb a little bit for us. We had so much damage there. I mean, we've got 3,900 damage that we put out so far. The enemy team do get to start making progress on the payload. Right. Thing is, we've got our ultimate, but we've got Vanadium, so it's like a little bit tricky. I'd rather have that. We drop the gadget and we don't know where it's gone. It falls to the floor most of the time. We're trying to use just a little corner of it to heal us up. Heal orb zone created. Oh, there we go. Burst damage coming in. Taking down Wuyang and Freya. Juno ult's still there, so we're going to try and target the Ashe. We also get a little cross-orbital heal orb out to help our team out. Okay, we can chase down that Xayah, surely. Surely we can. We've got our gadget as well, but that means we can't really move forward anymore. Okay, keeping her low, making her use the bubbles. There's still the Juno healing though. Okay, not with that Freya damage. That's a bit unfortunate. I'll go on Genji. I mean Freya even. Thought it was a Genji because I heard the Dragon Blade. Nice, so our team's making good progress. Wuyang close range. We've got our gadget though. We're very tanky. Still, those orbs really do hurt. Let's chase them over to spawn. Got to watch out for the spawn turrets, which actually. Oh. What do you guys think about those spawn turrets? I mean, they serve a purpose, but I think they should be more like.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know. If players stay there for a lot longer,
Really tell who the playmakers
and I mean a
are.
lot longer, they should hit hard, like really hard, like nuke kind of style, like percentage health. Eliminate half of your health in one shot and then half of it in another shot or something.
Time for the teams to gear up.
Because I don't think that it should just deal damage if you're just visiting their spawn. It should be if you are staying there. That's kind of my opinion. Right, let's have a look at this build anyway. So keeping Vanadium, Phantasmic Flux, that keeps our tankiness. Options here. So deconstruction would be one. Obviously, if we want to build into Chain Grasp, that certainly is an option. Mark of the Kitsune, 3-tap Tommy Gun. So I've been wanting to experiment with Mark of the Kitsune for a little while to get it back in favor. Get rid of 3-tap Tommy Gun. We can't really afford it. There's a few things that we need to sort out with the money. Destruction's Divide instead of Deconstruction. So, as I said, I want to go for an ultimate build. So, ability, power, attack speed. Those ones are great. We should actually probably take Shield Buster or something here. However, a gadget, because when you use a gadget, it's going to trigger Mark of the Kitsune. And there's a fundamental problem with what we've just built. And I hope you guys can spot it. There's a massive problem with what we just built. I haven't got time to fix it. We've still got Vanadium. We've got Vanadium with Destruction's Divide. So we've got the item where you need to save your ult and the power where you need to use your ult. You still get some value out of it. It does mean you can hold the ult and you still get the 50 shields, but that's a big mistake. Still, it is what it is. I didn't have time to fix it. I was worried that I'd just end up without an item and then we'd be on like low health. So we've still got Chain Grasp, which is why we want the ability, power, attack speed. We used our gadget there to try and trigger Mark of the Kitsune. That really didn't do that much damage. So yeah, if we built flat AP, then Mark of the Kitsune would do quite a lot of damage, but then you get those 3 hits with it. And I say 3 hits because we'd fade, hit them once with it, orb, hit them once, and then use our... I want to call it jet skates, but I don't know what the blue item is called. Now, here, even though we use gadgets and stuff, we provided some healing to our team, which means that triggered Mark of the Kitsune, which means we didn't actually get any bonus damage. And that's okay, you know, to trigger the healing, but if you're going in for a burst on an enemy player, like now you're expecting that damage. Bubbles come in as well. Yeah, it doesn't feel very good. This build really doesn't feel that good. Still, we do have Destruction's Divide if we want to use it. We're up to our 405 health at the moment so far. Okay, we use our gadget just to get a touch over onto the point mark of Kitsune, doing nothing to the enemy Xayah. Okay. So, the problem here is that I feel like if we just built attack speed, like more of it, we'd just do more, yeah, in general. Like, the Mark of Kitsune burst is not that good. See, look, we used all of them. We had 3 instances of it there. And I know we don't have that much AP, but that really didn't do too much. I think I'm going to abandon this idea. Still, Chain Grasp doing work. What's with the Genji? That's how he gets taken down. Not a fan of this build. Still, we've got a load of ability power, we've got a load of attack speed, so if we do choose to use our Destruction's Divide. Look, 1, 2. These 2 instances of Mark of the Kitsune, then another one. Doesn't do anything. I think it only does something if you've got like 110% AP. Otherwise, yeah, it's just I don't like it. Big Wu Yang ult coming in. In comes a Diva Bomb. Can she remake? No, she can't. We get grabbed. That's a lot of ults being used. But I mean, they can, right? Because they're at 91%. We haven't got anything touching the point here. It's going to use our Coalescence here. Okay, well, that round was tragically bad. It just felt like we weren't doing anything. I mean, we weren't doing anything, right? It's not that it just felt like it. But yeah. So, let's see how quickly I change this up. So, I do these voiceovers, obviously, after the game. And what you'll see is, in a moment like this, it's like, okay, we get rid of Vanadium. Yeah. That means if I do that, it's normally I'm not satisfied with the build. Catalytic Crystal. So, they recently, in this mid-season patch, gave Moira a boost on her ult generation time. Catalytic Crystal will give us a further boost on ult generation. I'm not sure about Biotech Maximizer, to be honest. Cyber Venom, Liquid Nitrogen. We're experimenting here. We're brainstorming. Free-flowing ideas. So, Smart Orbs for... yeah, maybe not. So, Nano Cola. We've got double debuffs here. Catalytic Crystal. Biotech Maximizer. I mean, it's okay. But for that, I mean, we could get something else. Right, so we're going for an ultimate build. Ultimate Orb debuffs.
This next point decides the match.
I know a lot of people have been wanting to see what these ult builds look like.
3, 2,
I don't want to heavily invest in it. I feel like there's too many things that just, yeah, mean that if you put all your eggs in one basket with your ultimate, it's not going to be too good. We're a bit more squishy this time, 384 max life, but at least it's the later rounds. Jump up top, try and put some pressure over onto the player. Wu Yang, got to avoid those shots. Okay, we get kind of deleted there.
the objective is now active.
Looks like enemy team are going to be taking this one. We still have players there though. Diva needs to probably start making her way in if she is going to go in. Might be a bit too late there. Does get onto the point. Is it just about in time? Damage orb over the top, healing orb flat. We want to get onto the point because it will give Diva some freedom to leave the point for a second. Literally a second. Same thing. Want to get in and help your team. It's all good sitting at the back and healing, which I know a lot of, well, I watch a lot of Moira players make that mistake. But we want to not just sit behind the team and heal them. We want to be active and then sit with the team and heal them. Destruction's Divide comes in. Damage over onto the Freya. I mean, we've got a lot of AP, but it just doesn't do anything. That was the full damage part of Destruction's Divide. We can't make it out here. We have to wait for some cooldowns. There were too much fire over onto the choke point. We just do more with Chain Grasp. Like, and we don't have any like weapon power stuff. It just, Chain Grasp feels more useful than that. And this is one reason why I don't, oh no. It's one reason why I really don't build Ultimate and Destruction's Divide very often. And why I also don't really use Coalescence. This is a Coalescence which we put significant money into ability power. We've enhanced its damage. And yeah, it's quite good as a healing ult. But, I mean, who wants to use Coalescence as a healing ult? It's like, Coalescence, that's meant to be my moment. This is when I'm meant to kill every single player on the enemy team. All those Wu Yang shots hurt. I'm not even letting the second one hit me there. We are just fading straight out of it. We've got our ultimate again though. Here we go, Coalescence round 2. Okay, we get a kill this time. 2 over onto the Ashe. Zaya's getting low. Bubble. Wu Yang in the back. Target fire. 3, 4. Wow, okay, it actually did something there. Freya as well for the 5k. I mean, we used our Genji orb to get that final kill. So in with a 5k. I mean, that looks like it's game. We push up to the spawn because I wanted to apply liquid nitrogen to them and we messed up the damage orb. Can they get a touch? Oh, it's close. No touch from the enemy team. Okay. Well, a little bit of experimentation with the builds there. I mean, we obviously got play of the game, right?
Evolution is a
Surely it has to be the Destruction's Divide. Let's have a look.
I need to see this again.
Here we go. I mean, it's going to be that moment we didn't do anything else in the game, surely. Yeah, this is the old. Right, the damage output. You can see the damage numbers as well, by the way. In case you haven't noticed those massive numbers on the screen. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. GG's, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.